Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is Kula Dula from OptionScalps. Man, we've had an eventful last few days over at my house, so I apologize for missing yesterday, but you know, it is what it is, right? Hey, make sure you turn on your notifications, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If you're not, I appreciate the support, and let's get into what we're looking at today. So first thing first, let me pull up our data, or excuse me, our economic data. We're looking at today. Let's drop these filters. Let's see if there's going to be anything that's going to impact the market today. Uh, so we're seeing New York Empire State Manufacturing Index, that's down. Red Book's up, so that's good for stocks. Not necessarily this, but the Red Book is good. So we need to take note at 11:30 Eastern time. You'll have a 3-month and a 6-month bill auction. Those are important in combination with a Fed speaking all at the same time. There, watch for that to be a potential reversal area right there. So, okay, hold on one sec. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so it looks like we have um, we have quite the eventful day there, right? Not super crazy, but it's still a good day of data coming up. Watch for that 10:30 reversal or 11:30 Eastern time, excuse me. All right, and let's get on to SPY. So, hell of a move over the last couple days. We were watching that potential 580 swipe um, right here, and then potential rejection. We didn't get it. I do think that based on options, we will see a potential. There's going to be one of two things today. All right, what we're looking at, thanks to our partners over at Gamma Edge, giving us the options data. As of right now, we have a very tight GEX demand and supply. So what that means for me is that virtually it's a do or die spot. So we can do a full blown chop day, which is kind of what I was expecting, or we're going to be very directional in sense of a pullback. Okay, so give me 1 second, y'all. I am so sorry. I apologize, y'all. Bear with me 1 second. Having some technical difficulties. All right, so I think we're fixed now. So 585, 584. This would be a top, a potential topping. But if we do get over the top of 585, watch for calls to get stacked on it. You're going to see as we move into later in the week that we do see 590 grow, right? So it goes straight from 585, and this is going to be the monthly, I suppose. So into that 590, you're going to see 590s pretty high, but not anything crazy. You actually are put dominated here when we go into that contract. That's going to be your monthly contract. Uh, looking at later on in the week, you're going to see that these are more call dominated, potentially bringing us into that 590 area. Later in the week, we do see 590, 585. These are all strong here. But what I really want to bring up is look at the end of the week here. You're going to see that the GEX demand here is at 570 and supply is at 585. So I have a feeling that we're not going to close over 585 for the week. So I'm in some shorts at 585. If it starts pressing up to 590, might look to just take some calls, look for it to go up to that level. But it is clear to me that we're potentially getting to that top. So I want to tell y'all thank you for sticking with me on that brief moment. But okay, so one of two ways here for me. We're either going to consolidate really hard, probably between these levels here today, or we're going to have a more of a pullback looking for something like that. I don't see the progression today, but if we do break over the top of 585 and it looks strong, watch for that to potentially lead all the way up to 590 today. And at that point, at 590, you'll have no choice but to look to sell this thing. I think the interesting thing today is that we do see earnings come back on banks, Johnson & Johnson. All these are good, decent surprises here. Especially Goldman Sachs really killed it. They're up big. But you're seeing banks bounce back here. Lots of profit here. I think there'll be profit taking when they open. So if you're looking for an easy layup, watch for banks on puts at open. There's going to be a lot of people that want to move away from that, in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at Tesla. All right, hold on. Let me look at intraday real quick. So for intraday, your targets, you're looking for essentially anywhere between 586 and all the way down, targeting 583. Let me move this. 583.41 here, or 31, excuse me. And then additionally down here at 582.32. I think if we get a candle that moves below 584 and continued and push, and we're seeing a stronger sell, watch for that thing to push towards that 583.31. But at that point, you really got to be hands off. If we are looking for a potential pullback, I think we could go all the way back into this little consolidation range right here. Watch for that gap to close. That would be my downside move there. You have to imagine that pushing down this range would give us that head and shoulders as well. So maybe watch to short that second wave there. Tesla, oh boy, Tesla, right? Tesla just got destroyed. All right, so let's look at the daily here. I think it's important to understand what we're looking at here, specifically here. Okay, so this is our weekly 200 SMA at 236. We're holding the weekly 20 here, but we broke well below and closed well below the 200 here. So it's an interesting area. I'm going to show you options data here in just 1 second, but man, it's showing some extreme weakness. Let's pull up Tesla. Tesla here. All right, for the week, we have a GEX demand towards 210, and we have our GEX supply towards 225. We're starting to become call dominated, trying to get us up towards 225. Watch for this to get sold on at 225 and then a potential pullback into, say, 210 into next week. It could happen this week, but I do think that we'll start fading on this. I do think that we need to target, likely target back here towards 215 and really go for the gap close at 210. I think it's really, let me pull this up. I think you need to look at this 210 GEX demand here. So watch for that gap close right here, 210 at 210.54. Watch for that gap close to be super strong, a super strong bounce. You have options supporting it. You have the standard gap close buyers, but you additionally have another gap down here at 206. Okay, whoop, right here. So be careful. Like going heavy on this, right? Be real careful. I think it has the potential to get steep into that 202 area. But I would look to start maybe selling your cash secured puts towards this 210 or this 202 area, targeting the 191 low. So cash secured puts, put them out a couple months, a month, and target the break even near that. And then if that is, if it bounces like I think it will, then that's going to be the story for you to take a bunch of profits. So of course, do that if you have the money. You know, you inherently you take those risks, but that's kind of my plan. So you do what you want. All right, Tesla, just range bound, right? This purple right here is 225 to 210. I'm watching for a potential move over here. And then once we get a breakdown over here, that's when you look to go short again and look for this thing to move towards that 210 area, or look to sell covered calls up here, and looking for that one final push down here I think that you're going to get. I think it is interesting to know that Tesla reported, Bloomberg reported yesterday, a strong killer case on them. All right, hey, real quick, I know this is kind of running along. I'll touch base on that on maybe on X. Okay, so we're coming here on 137.20 on NVDA. Keep an eye on this right here. Okay, keep a real close eye on this. I want to see if it recovers over the top of 137.44. If it doesn't, you're targeting low a day, and then you're targeting these breakouts, right? 136.15 and 135.75. Watch for both of those to be targets to the downside. Specifically, 135.75 is our neckline break here. You need to watch that. But if we're going for our 5 to 5, we've gotten it here. Okay, so our 5 to 5, we've gotten it. We'd be looking to press towards up towards 140 if it builds on it. But I think right here, let's pull up the options real quick. Hey-o. Let's take a look at this. Sorry, guys. I am still sick. It just won't go away. All right. Taking a look at this, we have a GEX supply at 140, GEX demand at 138. So really trying to maintain this level right here. So for me, when you see options saying that, man, this is a buy the dip opportunity. But for somebody like myself, in my strat, it means nothing until I see a confirmation, right? We've got our sweep here, but we've got to see some type of bullish breakout in order to get in here. Sometimes when this happens, you'll just see a straight candle, right? When it's down here, you'll see a straight candle right back through it, targeting this high right here. If it gets a continuation, obviously 139.60. So this is your range on options right here. Would not surprise me. We saw suppression back here at 125, right in this purple range forever, because of options suppression. I would not be surprised to see that again here, but don't be surprised if this thing runs back towards that 135 area today. Or excuse me, yeah, 135 area today for a quick visit. I don't think this will be a continuation unless we see something huge happen, but there is going to be some serious profit taken on banks in the morning. You need to be cognizant of maybe a slippery slide there. Maybe some of these pre-market stocks have moved too much up. So, all right. So that's going to be it for today. I think moving forward, I've got 10 views on here right now on my live on YouTube. I think going forward, um, I will look to probably stream on X because I have a better following there, and then I'll record it and I'll put it on YouTube. I'm hoping that I'll be able to record these earlier. Today was a little bit of a anomaly for me to come on this late, but it was either that or I didn't do it. So I am watching this area here. I do think, I do think that we're averaging, um, a lot lower views than we get on X. And so we're going to make that transition. And I just want everyone to know that. So if you're not following me, follow me at X. I'll put it in the chat here. Follow me on X. Subscribe over there, or I don't know, follow, I guess. And add me on there. And you'll get my alerts. Make sure you turn notifications on. And do me a favor, like this video on YouTube as well. Like I said, though, we're going to make a transition, at least do a trial period where we are streaming these on X and see if we get more engagement on there than we do YouTube. So thank you guys. Appreciate the support. If you have any questions, feel free to join us in our Discord. Of course, that's going to be at wop.com/OptionScalps right here, wop.com/OptionScalps, or you can visit our website at OptionScalps.com right here, and join us on this as well. You could use our new gains for 25% off your first month. You could join our free Discord right here, but I prefer you to go through here on wop.com and join our free community here. So we have a VIP program. It's $14.99 a week, $49.99 a month. It's a 2-day free trial. Guys, I'm not here to push this, but I do think that we bring a lot of value and we do a lot of education here. We do monthly trainings. We do lives. We do all of our call outs, two analysts, including myself. And we have some bots in there for data flow, and it's just really growing. And I love to have you come out and visit and try it out. If you think it's crap, then leave. But if you enjoy it, which I think you will, and I think it could be very helpful for you. So otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. But I appreciate everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time, y'all.